How's that smell to you?
I think you missed something.
What do you mean?
Look on that hole over there.
What's that hole for?
I have no idea. That's where people hide the meth.
Is that a pipe in there?
Looks like it.
Are you serious?
Welcome to Hoovie's Garage, the dumbest automotive channel in all of YouTube, and this is my 2019 Maserati Levante, a warm westerly wind that blows through the Strait of Gibraltar. That's what it's named after. And this was the cheapest one because it was a bank repo with over 100,000 miles and numerous issues, including a sludged up engine that hadn't had an oil change in 60,000 miles. Well, we've done that oil change, and so far the engine has not blown up. I've driven it, maybe 50 miles, and really I need to drive it about 200 miles before we flush the oil again. But this car is pretty undrivable because of the horrible smell that's inside. Initially, the wizard, Urination Bob, me, we all thought it was animal urine. But then you people of the internet comment sections let me know that that's also the smell of meth and some other drugs. And once I knew that, I started putting things together and realized that this car, well, it was a drug mule. Unfortunately, the smell is concentrated in the rear of the car where the cargo area is, the spare tire, where you would smell that horrible stuff. And we definitely need to see if we can get that out of the car. If I can actually stand to drive this thing more than a short period of time and actually take my kids in it, because right now the fumes probably not good. In addition, the tires are so bad on this thing. They're like 4 different brands of tires, and one of them is so bald and it leaks air about every 2 or 3 days. It goes completely empty, so I can't drive around a car with those kind of tires. So I'm actually going to buy some fresh rims for my Levante as well. But before I get some wheels coming and buy missing trim bits, fix some broken things in the inside and electrical problems and some oil leaks on a 2019 Maserati, I do need to figure out if the smell is going to get out. So we're going to go to Van Gogh. They are detailers. They are really automotive restorers at this point because they are working on a Buick Roadmaster for me right now, wood paneling and all, redoing it. And I'm actually pretty astounded with the pictures he sent me so far. So I'm anxious to go check on it, but also to see what he thinks of the smell. So, don't make me go in there, please. But before we try to get the Maserati a little less methy, thanks for that nickname by the way, I'd like to thank ZipRecruiter for sponsoring today's video. Hiring is obviously a huge challenge right now, and as a person who in a life before YouTube was involved with the hiring of up to 100 people at a time to open a store, I know how hard it can be, and I sure wish I knew about ZipRecruiter back then. ZipRecruiter uses its powerful matching technology to find and match the right people with your job. There are so many other ways that ZipRecruiter's technology helps you, including scanning thousands of resumes to identify candidates with the right skills and experience for your job. ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use dashboard lets you sort, review, and rate your candidates all in one convenient place. ZipRecruiter also lets you personally invite qualified candidates in a quick, easy way with one button and pre-written personal messages. This gives you a competitive edge against other employers, and with ZipRecruiter being the #1 hiring site in the US, now this was based on G2 satisfaction ratings as of January 1st, 2022, there's really no excuse not to get started. So do yourself a favor and check out ZipRecruiter by going to ziprecruiter.com/Hoovies, which is the link below. The car wizard, he's looking for another mechanic. I told him to go to ziprecruiter.com/Hoovies. Give it a try.
Stuart,
Hey,
hello.
how are you?
Oh, fine. Be smell-o-vision for everybody and give this thing a whiff.
What?
You ever wondered what meth smells like?
Is this what it smells like?
It's supposed to, yeah.
Will I be able to drive home?
I don't think you can get the residual fumes that causes anything, but this thing needs some work, and
yeah,
I know you're right in the middle of a big project right now, but just this one, I think you have an ozone machine or something to get that smell out.
We can get that out.
Yeah, just do the interior, and then I'll come back later. I need to get this trim piece and clean the rest of it up, but that smell is... Think you can get it out?
Roll the windows down? I think so. I think so. I sure hope so. For your sake. I've never said no, so...
you haven't, which, speaking of the Roadmaster, that's the other reason I'm here. That was a big project, and it's a lot of progress.
You want to see it?
Oh yeah.
You get to see it in the middle. So, by the way, I've got some wood for you.
Oh.
So we got the wood in.
Very nice.
There's two colors.
That's a girthy roll there.
Yeah, one is your inside, the main wood, and then you have to cut all these little strips out to do the moldings.
I see.
So
all right.
That's how it comes. So.
Sorry, the wizard and I joke like that. I'm not sure if we have that rapport yet, but I appreciate it. So sorry.
Yeah. Okay. You caught me on that.
That does look really nice though. I mean, that is dead on, very shiny compared to what's. Is the wood still on the old wagon?
It is. And what's so funny was it was so glossy, I thought they sent the wrong stuff. So I got online, did some research. No, sure enough, it's glossy.
When it was new.
They're all faded because they're all old cars.
Right.
Yeah, so
okay.
It was kind of funny. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You are rubbing on the woody there, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
we've taken, we've started, we've taken the moldings off.
Yeah.
I haven't taken this off yet. We just started there. We thought, while this is still on, we're going to go ahead and start wet sanding. So this was the old paint.
Right. So it was a kind of a repaint in a dull single stage, which I didn't know happened. I mean, it was it was a very dull. I didn't think you could save it kind of thing. Which I'm looking over here in this corner. I'm guessing that's you.
Yes. So it's getting there.
It is.
So you can see where we started sanding on it. We just did a quick buff. We just wanted to see how it was going to turn out.
Right.
Of course, the final result, will be much better.
I can see a little bit of dirt still in the paint, but it's a single stage paint was what it would have had from the factory. So it's not like it's going to be a showroom like $50,000 paint job,
Little paint meter went, but so I kind of went around, and it's some points it's 6 mil, some it's only 3 mil, one spot it was 10 mil. So we're a little leery, on wet sanding, but it's going to turn out pretty good, I think.
Okay.
So we've gotten all up here. We've sanded the roof, even doing the door pillars up here. We took all the trim off so we could sand in there. This is the part you never get to see, so I'm kind of glad you came by.
Yeah.
Because you get to see it. So all the moldings are off here. Here's all your moldings, by the way.
Right. So it would have had its own little wood kind of vinyl.
Right. So
peeled onto this, which is.
So we're sanding these down. We'll sand them down before we wrap them, and then all these get re-wrapped.
There's a front fender.
Yeah, the front fender here. There's another one. You can kind of see the old wood there. So we'll sand
and the rear hatch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was interesting there. I'll show you something. There was some old tint on this window that was stuck underneath the third brake light. So that's why this is all apart. We thought, well, while we got it apart, we'll work on that. So we got all that off. You can see he's back here. He's getting ready. We got to strip this off. I'll have to turn the radio up real loud when the guys are doing this because I just don't want to hear there'll be some swear words.
Oh yeah, because I'll get it started. So you need like a heat gun and a lot of patience with this.
Right.
Especially when it's old like this, where it comes off. That's
could be fun. Could be fun. So, but you can see here, this was how the tail lights were. We were playing with that a little bit. So, of course, this isn't done. You can still see residue and things in there, but he's working on those. So,
awesome.
This car is this panel, this pillar here has been done. Again, we were kind of doing that to see what the end result was going to look like. So, it's just going to turn out fantastic. It's
a little more probably than this car deserves. And I see the rubber here is.
Yeah, this is all your top moldings. We're going to, someone had tried to paint it. Looks like maybe in their garage or something. So, he started sanding this down. We'll just quick spray those back to flat black. And so it's going to be like a light restoration. But what's so cool about this, you don't have to really repaint anything. This trim, that's different. This is just quick paint. But you don't have to repaint this. So
that's nice.
Yeah, so it's just going to buff out. Really nice.
And it looks sort of appropriate to the car, not like something that's been over restored, over repainted. This kind of looks like probably what a Buick would have looked like new coming out of the factory. The paint job wouldn't have been that nice. So it's very cool. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it all together.
Yeah.
Probably just in 2 or 3 hours, right? That's the way it always is with you.
A couple hours. We even redid the hood ornament.
Oh, that was loose.
It was dangling, and when it was on the car, you could sit there and go like this. But so and we buffed it out.
Wow.
And, got it cleaned it all up. So, once this is all done, it's just gonna. I can't remember which way it goes, but it's gonna look really cool.
Well, this will be an amazing transformation. I can't wait to see it. The Maserati is not a transformation that people will be able to see on YouTube. It'll be a smell. Thank you so much, Stuart.
No problem.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, so on your way home, I'll give you a memento here.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm just so you can take this.
Oh, right.
Drive on the way home. So
yeah.
You don't have to smell that, whatever that was.
That is one way to do it. Well, it's been about 5 days and it's another lovely day in Hoopty Land, and actually the Roadmaster is finished. I'm so excited to go see it and so excited to drop this Maserati off and get the smell out of it. But one other thing that's going to happen, which is visual, is we're getting rid of these horrible 19-inch wheels and this tire that's absolutely ruined. Bought these and they've come in 20-inch Maserati Spork special wheels here. You can see it's a little bit of the two-tone with the metallic. Really, really nice. I could have gone over the top, but these were only 1,500 bucks. They came with nearly new Continentals. This was the logical choice, as 21-inch Trofeo wheels are like way more expensive, like $3,000 or $4,000. And aftermarket wheels, it's kind of hit and miss on whether it looks. This one will also ride better because you have 20-inch wheels and still some tire left, so I have some shock absorption. So I'll get this over to the car ninjas, we'll mount up these wheels, and then head over to Van Gogh. That tire has lost 15 PSI in less than 24 hours. Normally I'd air it back up, but I don't care anymore. If it goes flat, we're just running on the rim to the ninjas. It's a couple miles, we'll be fine. Finally get some good looking wheels on this Maserati. I still can't get over the fact that yes, this thing has 100,000 miles on it, but it's only 3 years old and it has all these issues, and I'm talking really, really fast, probably because I'm sitting in this car too much and picking up the fumes and it's having an effect. But anyway, someone had to try really, really hard to get this car to get thing just died. It has that auto stop start because it's a new car, but someone had to try really, really hard to get the car to this state. It's so sad. It's urination bomb. Who? It's a Beetle with spooks on it and tweed and
Spook me.
that's very cool. How much?
Oh no. I have a pending sale.
Oh, okay. Pre-sold.
Sorry.
Oh well. All right. Well, I'm gonna do some Maserati wheeling here. That's neat. Ninja.
Ugly.
Ugly. I got some wheels that are less ugly.
I saw him. Beautiful.
How's that smell to you?
I think you missed something.
What do you mean?
Look on that hole over there.
What's that hole for?
I have no idea. It's where people hide the meth.
That is that a pipe in there?
Looks like it.
Are you serious? I can't get it out. I thought I had gotten everything, but I didn't realize there's another hiding spot here. A little vent. This car is great for these people because there's so many spots. So that is a vape pipe?
Mr. Fog.
So is that just for vaping?
Could be.
It doesn't look mass produced, does it? I'm not. You want to try it?
No, I'm good.
That has got to be the first use of a Maserati VIN port to hide small things, small objects. Are you still poking around?
It's horrible in here.
Oh, it's really bad.
Oh my god.
It's really bad. It's going straight from you to the detailer.
Yeah. Does he know what he's getting himself into?
Yes, he's already pre-smelled it. The wear on the bumper from lifting things into the trunk is just ridiculous. Same with the curbs on the wheels. I mean, you have to try hard to get them that bad. Of course, 4 different brands of tires, but oh, what an improvement this is going to be. Those look great. They're also exactly what Jenny, Wizard's wife, has on her Maserati, so I'm trying to be Jenny, I guess. There's before and after. That'll do. Taking a little longer because we have to swap the tire pressure sensors, but otherwise, going smooth. It's easy as changing tires. Yeah, it's a very Italian-looking suspension here with the crossing of control arms. They're all diagonal. None of them are straight. Fascinating, really. Even the lower control arm's crooked. Kind of cool. The last fork. Maybe. Maybe. It's hard when the camera's rolling, the pressure's on. There we go. The last wheel. Now I just need to fix the smell. Ben likes the smell, though.
Way better. Way better.
Ben was telling me he likes the smell.
Good boy ain't right.
It reminds him of something that he enjoys.
Does it start with an M?
I hope not. He still has all of his teeth.
Well, yeah. Maybe they're fake.
Well, now that we've righted that wrong, let's head over to Van Gogh and fix the other wrong in this thing, the smell, and the Roadmaster. I'm so excited to see it. Well, I'm back.
How you doing?
You like my wheels?
I do. Man, that looks so much better.
We found a little more paraphernalia in the car actually earlier when we were taking the wheels out. So I don't
Really?
know. When you do the inside and clean it up, you may find some more. Hopefully not. Yeah,
Okay.
be careful, please. Yeah.
Man, these look great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like these.
Well, how's the roadie?
It's done.
It's done?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna take this in for just a second before I reveal it here. I'm gonna go on the sunny side. Oh,
Yeah.
Holy crap. That is,
Looks like a new car.
is it wet?
I know.
Wow.
Sure changes it.
It completely does. So that's what it looked like new from the factory. You just never see them anymore looking like this because they've all faded out.
I know. It's all gone bad.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
And then the wheels, you clear coated them, right?
Yeah, you know, now we didn't restore the wheels or
Yeah.
paint them because they're machined. So it was just a quick, you know, just to make it look a little better.
That gets the cloudy out.
Yeah, without sending them out and having them re-machined.
Right.
You can't, if you paint them silver, it doesn't look good. So
And this is the paint that
yeah,
I
that
dropped it
was all
off with.
chalky. Yeah. The one
How?
you're scared to touch without it getting all over you.
I mean, was this is just wet sanding and patience and
sanding and buffing, and
jeez.
you actually got to see it that one time. You know?
Yeah, and then the
So and then we
paint
kind
here.
of quick like painted these. Just payroll
holy
painted.
moly.
Yeah, but I'm really surprised too, to be honest with you, that the paint came out as well as it did.
That's absolutely wild. So yeah, I only see the one spot which was still
Yeah, kind of
like a
even through
bird
the
poop and
clear.
etching there, but
Yeah,
other than that,
but the good news is you didn't have to repaint anything.
that's unbelievable.
Just you know, doing all the vinyl and the wood. And then of course the inside.
Yeah.
We were able to get that dash cleaned up for you. It was, you know, they had that dash pad. It was hiding all that dirt. So we were able to get that off as good as we could. And
Yes, and then
everything
match
clean
the
here.
door card with the
Yeah.
fade there.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah,
so
I know. You found a gem on this one.
yeah.
It sure came.
I was kind of disappointed when I bought this thing and it showed up. I knew I was needing to redo the wood, but then the paint, that was frustrating. I was expecting not this, but holy moly.
Oh, I'm so
This
glad.
is-
Yeah.
This is insane.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
well,
it smells good.
it does smell excellent, unlike the Maserati. So I
Yeah.
guess you can
Oh.
take care of that, right? You got the Roadmaster keys, or we?
I do. Well, they're in there with, guess what? The bill.
I guess.
Yeah. Kind of broke a record with me this time.
Oh, so you're being like the wizard now.
No.
All right, no, I'll gladly
Hey,
pay.
yes, we left the leveler because we just enjoyed it so much. We
Right.
thought we got to leave that in there.
For the suspension.
Yeah,
Okay.
So yeah. But yeah, got all the glass cleaned, got all that bad window tint, you know, that was messed up in
Oh,
here.
yes.
Repainted this, cleaned all this up.
Holy crap.
So, yeah.
All right, well, let's see what the damage is,
Let's
because
go
we didn't
see.
really like estimate this out, did we? We just kind of
No.
said. Yeah, I did kind of say go nuts, didn't I?
Yeah, and I kind of took the word carte blanche, kind of, you know. I tried to look it up. I thought, you know, if I look it up, it may hold me back. So just, no, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well,
So I have a, let's see. Oh, it's this one. It's,
all right.
Yeah. Here
It
we
is.
go. Before I show you the bill, I saved you a souvenir.
Oh,
The wood grain.
very nice. All right, I can maybe auction this off and try and absorb the blow that is coming
Yeah.
here, which is
Let's see. Oh, those are just schematics.
Yeah.
Okay.
$4,200.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's about what I expected.
Yes.
I paid $4,500 11, 12 years ago for my last Buick Roadmaster.
But you can see all the research.
Yeah.
really went
Oh,
into
no.
it. So-
You did a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm like 15 grand into this one to have it again. But
But it's probably the nicest one.
oh, it's
Around.
way nicer than my old one. It's a nice, solid Texas car. Underneath, it's so nice. The engine bay you saw is so nice.
Yep. And everything works on it.
So, all right. Well, I'll pay you, or I can just
Good.
grab the keys and run. But you already have
Yeah.
Maserati keys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be back probably. How long is it gonna take? You're gonna bomb the Maserati
We're
probably.
gonna bomb the Maserati. Clean. What we'll do is we'll take everything out of the back.
Okay.
Clean all that up since we know there's some kind of residue there. So we'll get all that cleaned, then we'll check the rest of it, bomb it, and see what we have at that
Perfect.
point. And then we can talk later if you want it detailed after.
Yeah. Well, I need to get a trim piece and some other
get
stuff
that
on the outside. I
first.
just need
so
to
for
smell
now,
it go
let's
away.
just get rid of
Yeah.
the smell.
And I'll pay the bill.
Yes.
Well, now the car looks as good as it drives. This is absolutely outstanding, and really, really tugging at my nostalgia strings right now, because basically an entire chapter of my life I had a '94 Buick Roadmaster estate wagon in blue, like this. Basically the entire period from when I had my car dealership, graduated college, up until when I started the next chapter with the burgers, and I was completely flat broke at the end of the car dealership run, needed money, and well, sold my Buick Roadmaster to buy a Toyota Prius because I was traveling so much for work. And I tried to buy the car back, but it was gone. It went to Germany, actually. The next owner that I sold it to somebody who exported it to Germany. And while this isn't the car that I drove to both coasts twice and drove my daughter home from the hospital, it's pretty darn close. And man, is it nicer than the one I even had back then. So, this is great. And let me tell you, it smells wonderful too. Not even a small hint of meth. So we'll find out if the Maserati can come back here in a few days. Hopefully. Well, it's been a few days and it's the moment of truth, and I'm so addicted to Stuart and Van Gogh that I keep leaving cars. This one actually left a little bit of my blood when I slammed my finger in the hatch when I first got it, but...
we'll get the hazmat suit out.
Oh, thank you. But really, this is what I want fixed. This bottom bumper, which I can't, this looks terrible.
Oh, yeah.
For a 44,000 mile car, we could make that look better. And you've been pretty good about matching so far with the yellow and stuff, and it's been painted before, so...
Yeah, we'll get that fixed.
No loss. So how is the Maserati?
It is smell-free.
Yeah?
We hope.
Wait, okay, yeah. It's over here,
So,
yeah?
The original times we jumped in it, the smell was so bad it burnt all over our nostrils.
So you might be desensitized?
No.
So... I don't smell anything.
Good.
Which is
good.
How it's supposed to be, I suppose, right?
Yeah, so we found a lot of that residue.
There's this
Whatever
yellow stuff.
Yeah. We put a bomb back here, and then we put a bomb. Oops. We put a bomb up in the interior.
Okay.
So we also removed the cabin filter, and so the.
Did you find anything else interesting?
Just a lot of weird residue. It was interesting. So we're over here, and we have a friend who's a cop, and he came over and said, "Well, what do you think the smell is? We think we know what it is. Pretty sure." He goes, "Oh," stuck his head in there. "That's called shake and bake." I said, "Well, what is that?" I guess it's some concoction they make when they're doing meth, and it must have spilled in the car. They put them in, like, water bottles and stuff.
And that...
Whatever.
Okay, all right. So that's what spilled in the back of it, and
that's what we're pretty
because it really
sure.
did look and sort of smell like urine, but not. So
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that was all taken apart before.
Okay,
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So, but anyway, all this came out. We got it all cleaned up. We did have to remove a little bit of the foam that was under this tire. There's these little foam strips because they were saturated.
Okay.
So we just took those out. But,
well, it was overwhelming before, and now it smells like maybe a little bit of cleaning product, but...
Well, good. That means it's working.
Yeah.
That's the chlorine.
Okay.
It smells like a swimming pool.
Well, the Roadmaster was an incredible transformation. This is...
Good.
I mean, you can't see it, but obviously way better. So thank you.
Absolutely.
This car is not, like, dangerous to haul my children in anymore. So that's kind of an important thing.
Yeah.
Thanks,
the guys
Stuart.
did have fun doing it.
I'm sure they did.
I don't know if it was the smell.
Oh, yeah, they were... They're getting high off the supply, huh?
Yeah, but we always try to chalk something up. Hey, we did one of those.
Appreciate it. Yes, thank you for diving on that horribleness.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
I guess this is it. Now I need to drive it a few hundred more miles and then flush the oil again because I didn't have the oil change for 60,000 miles. Order some bits, fix some leaks, and
buy a new cabin filter. We removed the cabin filter.
Okay, will do.
We decided that had to have been holding some fumes.
I imagine so. Yeah. So that's it. What an interesting car. Thank you so much for watching.